want an everyday makeup look where you looked bronzed, okay, you look sun-kissed, and you look just like you smell like richness, this is for you, okay? Today what I'm gonna show you is how to achieve this makeup look. I'm gonna give you my tips and tricks. I'm gonna explain to you why do I do what I do, what do I use, why do I use them, and I'm gonna show you all my brushes and products. So if you want your makeup to turn out this good, keep on watching. Hello, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay. So let's do this everyday makeup look. Start with a clean, fresh face all the time, okay? Now, obviously, your face is moisturized, so you go ahead and prime your face. Use your favorite primer. My personal one, for real, the one that I used and really liked was the Hydro Grip, but I ran out, so I'm using this one. Put that all over your face. Next, what I like to do is color correct to remove the dark spots on my face, just so I can have like an even type of like surface to work with. I don't like to hide them all. I just do like a few, just like the ones that are like in the middle of my face the most. All my brushes are Real Technique, I believe. All of them are Real Technique unless I mention otherwise. So this one is the 313, sorry. It's actually a define brush, but I use it to apply my concealers. This is the palette I'm gonna use. This is the Deep Studio Fix Conceal and Correct palette from MAC. I'm using the orange and I'm just gonna add it to my problems area. Next thing, blending all of this out. I'm using the actual beauty blender. I've used sponges before and everything, and I promise you, like, honestly, okay, we'll get into a whole nother video because I was gonna talk about brand makeup versus drugstore makeup, but I think I'll do something else about that because I have a lot to say. But I'm going to use my beauty blender sponge. It's damp at the moment. If you want to use it damp, not dry. It's easier to blend when it's damp than when it's dry. There you have it. It creates like an even skin tone for you to work with. All right, so now what I personally like to do, I've been doing for a little moment, is I add like dewy liquid blush before actually applying my foundation and everything. So what you can do if you don't have a liquid brush, you can use a lip gloss. Don't apply a whole bunch, just like tiny smidges, just to see how it's looking before going crazy and fucking up your whole face before we even started. So this is the Danessa Myricks Dewy Lip and Cheek Palette, something like that. So this is what I'm gonna use, and I like to mix two colors together. So I mix Wallflower with, Wallflower with Top Secret. I just mix them together and it gives me like that perfect blend. So I'm using my Real Technique 402 brush. On the other side of the color, and I start very lightly on my cheeks. Lightly. Since I'm used to it now, I know how much to put in. And there we have it. So it gives me that, like, I don't know if you can see it, but it gives me like that blush vibe. So I love this thing, I really do. And you can also use it for your lips, which is really, really cool. Anyways, let's move on to the foundation. Today, I'm going to use the Danessa Myricks Foundation Yummy Skin. So this is the serum foundation in the shade 24W. I personally don't apply foundation to my whole face because I don't feel like I need it on my whole face. And I like to still give that natural vibe sometimes. So I only apply it to the bottom of my face, and that's about it. Now we're gonna blend all of this in with my Real Technique brush 200. I'm going to move on to concealing. I like to use different type of concealer. Usually when I do my makeup, I try to blend these three concealers together. But today, I think I'm only gonna do, I don't know which one I want to do. I'm gonna go with these two concealers, which is the Pro Longwear Concealer from MAC in the shade NW45. And I'm also going to go with the Fenty Beauty, what is it called? The Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener Concealer in the shade Almond Butter, which is number 12. But my stuff is kind of dirty. I need to clean. So what do I like to do is I like to use the brighter shade to put it in the inside of like the inwards of my face, just to exactly have that like bright effect. And I put the like my shade on the outside just to calm it down and it doesn't look too like unnatural. But yeah. So you take that lighter shade and you apply it on the inside of your eye, inside of your under eye, like the inner corners. Your way to conceal might be really different. I learned that throughout the years. Like I said, I'm a retired makeup artist, okay? Uncertified. so oh, and I also don't put foundation on my forehead. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, I don't put foundation on the forehead. But yeah, so I don't know what I was talking about, but yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna blend all of this in. So you see where I put it. Like, oh, that's what I was saying. Your foundation, well, maybe your concealer spots would not be the same as me. It's totally fine. You have to know your face to know where to conceal, just saying. But usually people do obviously under the eye, the nose and stuff like that. So yeah, anyways, take your sponge and start blending. Try not to drag this too much. Try to keep patting it in the same spot where you applied it. Because the area that you want it to be brighter is really this spot, like this side, like half of your eye going into your nose. So yeah. And don't blend it too much where you can't see it anymore. Just blend it enough so it's not like a harsh dot, you know, but keep that color. You don't want to blend that color away. Now I'm gonna go in with my MAC concealer, like a really tiny drop, because I always end up wasting my MAC foundation. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply my concealer here with the Real Technique brush 307. It's like I need to wash my makeup brushes for real. Like, this is not a good look. So I usually apply it on the outer corners of where I put the brighter shade, or I mix it. I'll show you. So like where I put it, it's really just to calm the fact that it's so bright. Hopefully that makes sense. So now we do the outside part. You blend this out. Almost forgot. I need to go ahead and conceal those eyelids. Okay. Boom, bada, bow. Next step is to set all of this in. So I like to use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. What I'm gonna use to put that on my I really need to wash my stuff. What I'm gonna go ahead and use to apply my translucent powder is my Beauty Blender Puff. And amazing, honestly, I recommend 10 out of 10. Just dab a good amount on there and you just set it on your face where we concealed. So there we have it. I really did put too much in the video, so you don't need to put this much, okay? You can put like, just like this, you know, just a little something, nothing too crazy, okay? Just to make sure that you cover the area properly, just pat it down, but you don't need to go crazy with the powder. I personally love the matte look on the eyelids. I think it's so beautiful, so that's why I like to put my setting powder there. And you just, I don't sit too long with it because I don't bake necessarily, because when I bake, I don't know, I don't like the baking on my face, but I do like to keep it for a little moment while I go ahead and search the next brush. I like to use this kind of like, is it tapered angled brush? I don't know if you can see it. It's a little dirty, so. But yeah, it has like this angle to it. And I like to use this to remove my setting powder. So this is the Real Technique 421. So now that this is what we look like, I like to use the Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation from Fenty. This is the 440. Okay, so this is lighter than my actual shade. I'm gonna go ahead and use that face powder to bring back the life. So use my brush 201 from Real Technique. 201. Yeah. Just dab a little bit, not too crazy, and just I'll put it all over my face. Well, all over the spot that I had the powder on, the setting powder on, and boom, voila. Ta-da! And now the fun part. Let's contour. I contour with 2 different shades. One for the inner center part of my face and one for the outside. I like to use the matte contour stick and the matte contour stick and the matte skin stick. Sizzling sausages. Sizzling, seven sizzling sausages in a saucepan. This is what it's giving. The darker, richer shade is the one that I use on the outside of my face, and the other one, which is Espresso, I use on the inside of my face, mostly for my nose, just so it's not as harsh. But on the outside, I want it to be harsh, so I use the richer shade, which is Ibani. I'm using my brush, which is the 332 from Real Technique. It's like a flat, small, like it's not flat, but it's quite small. It's like perfect control to apply my concealer, my contour on my nose. To my eyebrow on the flat side. And when I'm at the bridge of my nose, I flip it, so I don't use it like this anymore. I use it like this, just to have that crisp line. Then I go back to the flat side and do the under my nose here to create that shadow, and to come up on the sides to create like my little button effect. And I do just one little line right here. And this creates like my little button effect. Anyways, so this is what I do. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this one right here, the richer shade, a bit on the outside. I don't drag it down. I keep it like on this area, and when I blend it, then it goes like further down, further up, whatever. But I control it here, a little bit here as well, here as well, and here. Anyways, I'm gonna show you. This is how I like to do it. And when I blend this out, it comes together. So the first thing I'm gonna blend out is my nose. I'm going to use my flat brush, Real Technique 300. I love this brush to blend my nose contour. It's flat. I use this and I don't go too crazy because I still want the lines to show. So yeah, let's go do that. Just a nice gentle tap, just to not have these harsh lines anymore. You see? Like you can see the difference, but you can still see the line. So just like nice gentle tap, just to like, you know. This usually goes by pretty fast, but since I'm recording, it's a little bit slower, but I promise you it's not that long. And boom. This is how I contour my nose. Now for the outside contour, I use Real Technique brush 217. And I go into circular motions. I bring it up to my, like a little upwards. Real cute. Anyways, and I bring it inside here too, so it can look slimmer. And I'm doing this side. I go into my hairline, like I be blending my hairs too, like don't be shy to do that, because sometimes it's just needed. Like you can't, if you want it to be blended properly, you have to go in. And then when you go to the sides, just go down into your jawline. And this one. going downwards and not upwards. So we want to create like that cut, like we want to cut that, you know, cut that line. We just want to cut that face. I do have a line here, like a little dip in, but it doesn't show as much. So I like to do this. Just add a bit. And you're going to do a straight line under where your contour line would be. So mine would be right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know, it just brings something back to the face that I like to do. But this is optional. I just prefer to do it because I think it looks good. Grab that same brush, the 201, the face brush. Grab your lighter face powder, dab, and you're gonna brush it away with that. I don't know how to explain it, but it gives me a little nice cut, you know. Now, to bring back life into your face, what you will need, hands down, my favorite thing in the world, is a bronzer. I use the one from Fenty Beauty. Okay, so I use Mocha Mami, and this is the number 8. I love her down. This gives me like sun kiss vibe. I love this. I apply my bronzer with my Real Technique brush 400, and then I put it like at my cheeks area, the top. Like I just flow my hand with it. So let me show you. And last but not least, a little highlighter, which is the Cognac from Fenty Beauty, the Diamond Bomb. Amazing. You can just add mascara and call it a day, to be honest. You could just do that, you know. You can just do that, add your lippy, call it a day. So I'm gonna add my falsies. Unfortunately, I don't have my natural looking falsies. I only have my going out falsies, so that's what we're gonna have to do. Give me a second, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my lashes on and I'll be right back. Okay, so the lashes are not on. I realized that I totally forgot to set my face. So we're gonna do that right now. I have 2 setting spray. I'm gonna use this one. So I'm going to use my Urban Decay setting spray. This is the all-nighter, okay? It does last a pretty good amount of time. Test, and then on my face. I never did it after putting on my lashes, so I hope it doesn't change anything. And now my favorite lip combo is some lip liner and lip gloss. So I'm using the MAC Chestnut Lip Pencil. And then I go in with my lip gloss. I got this from the beauty supply store. So yeah, and I totally forgot to just brush my eyebrows, so I'm gonna do that just before I finish my lips. I do not fill in my eyebrows because I have a lot. Like I don't have any holes or nothing, so I don't really need to fill it out. So yeah, anyways, lip gloss. It's a lip gel with vitamin E. I love this lip gloss. You know when sometimes some people talk and they have like these white lines when they have gloss? If you don't want to have that, what you need to do is you take your thumb, okay? You're gonna put it in your mouth, do like a suction movement to like remove the gloss from the inside of your lips. Let me show you. Yeah. And all of the gloss, like the excess gloss, is like all over my finger, and then you can just remove that. So boom. Okay, let me take my hair down. Let me do a little something. Hold on. So there you have it. This is my everyday makeup look, and it looks really cute, long lasting, and it's just really cute. So yeah, so thank you for watching. Hope I helped you a little bit, and I will see you in my next video, which is coming pretty soon. Oh, I did that quick. Hold on. I will see you in my next video, which is coming pretty soon. Bye, y'all. Only you feel my body. Only you feel my body. You don't need no other body, baby. I just look like I smell like money.